All right, so we finally got a banger One Piece episode, folks. So episode 1061, The Strike of an Ifrit, Sanji versus Queen. And let me tell you, this was a fucking episode, boys. Like, everything about it was just so good. It started up with kind of like Sanji having like, I don't want to say it was like an internal monologue, but it was kind of just going through his history again.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts with this nice little Germa 66 montage and talking about how they're just like, Sanji was a cyborg built to be emotionless and fight. What did you guys think about that whole scene?
You were talking about the opening scene with the flashback to Judge.
Yeah, with Judge and all the kids and everything else,
Yeah, I thought that was really cool, actually. A really great way to like open up the show and kind of let us know right off the bat this is going to be about Sanji. We did see some war scenes, but I think the biggest one that I noticed from those flashes and through Judge talking through that was the like pods of the like grunts and like how he just makes them by the hundreds. And we know Sanji's trying to fight for his own personality and his body to not become one of those numbers of Judge's, underlings. So I thought it was really cool. It was a great way to convey and say right up front, this is Sanji. This is Sanji's episode. And I really think Sanji has, he's not the MC, but I think he has a as good as or even better backstory than a lot of MCs in anime. It's very flushed out, and we've just been getting so much of it.
One Piece does a very good job though at giving like all the Straw Hats and like other supporting characters a really damn good backstory and just a big part in the overall adventure. You don't find that everywhere else. One Piece is the only probably one of the only anime that actually does this shit, and that's why we love it. So
for sure, the pacing shit, but the fleshing out of the backstory is really is second to none in my opinion.
Yeah, and I thought it was really cool because Sanji already got his arc with Whole Cake Island, but I like how they brought that all back into this one episode and really fleshed it out. It was good too because it was kind of a reminder of everything. So, like, I mean, Whole Cake Island for somebody who's been watching this from day one was what, like 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Something like that, bro. It's been a minute, dog.
So like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago for me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a year and a half ago for me too, dude.
Yeah, I'm happy for y'all.
But I thought it was an awesome scene just to kind of introduce that internal struggle on Sanji's side of things. And there was another scene down the line that we'll get into that kind of was the opposite end of it, and I really fucking love that scene.
But I think that like this whole Judge thing, Sanji's backstory thing, it has to be here because this is the island where Luffy and them is fighting, one of the main guys. Like this is where they go above their limits, and surpass them, as some might say, and just take it to the next level.
Yo, fuck you, man. I'm getting tired of this shit.
Take it to the next level. And in order for Sanji to go to the next level, he has to deal with his emotions and his inner, turmoil with Judge and his, his youth and how he grew up. And that's the only way you can go to that next level. And here we are. Here we are, baby.
And I mean, the fight with Queen is the perfect time to do it too, because Queen and Judge were essentially part of the same scientific mad scientist team. So like you saw throughout the fight, Queen had studied all of Judge's implants and powers and skills that he had given to his children.
Mm-hmm.
Ichi, Niji, Sanji, and whatever the fourth one is. I don't remember.
Renji?
Renji?
Cares?
I think it's Renji, but whatever.
Neji, yeah.
I'm getting so tired of y'all, bro. I really think it is Renji, but go ahead.
But so like Queen starts shooting laser beams out of his eyes, which is one of the powers of his brothers, and he starts using his arm like essentially like a giant whip, like one of his brothers does, and like he's like, I have the power of all of Judge's best creations. I can take down you, who is a failed, project of Judge's basically, and we just see a lot of growth from Sanji in this. I mean, he understands that with his cyborg abilities, with his exoskeleton and stronger skin and everything else, if he combines that with armament hockey, he can really crank up the heat. And we see that he comes out with blue flames.
That was freaking awesome.
And
the
like
Ifrit Jambe.
And the One Piece community have been making jokes about blue flames forever. How he was gonna be stronger than like all like the other people who use fire because his fire was blue. And sure enough, here we go. We got it.
I mean, it was coming from a mile away. I think everybody saw it. But going back to the rivalry between Queen and Judge, I think I'm gonna give Judge being the better scientist here because Queen just copied his work, bro. He didn't fill out his own test. You know what I'm saying? And I think that has to, even if he made the abilities better, you still worked off somebody else's base. So you think you're a great scientist, but you're copying other people. Interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm just laughing because they're talking like they're the two best in the world. I'm like, bro, Vegapunk. Come on, dude. Vegapunk. You worked under him. Like, you ain't got nothing on Dr. V here, dude.
Right. Yeah. Queen's a joke to me. Literally and in plot. I do laugh every time Queen is on screen. I think he's been like one of the most entertaining main characters, main villains so far, outside of Pika and his voice. Back in the day, that shit was hilarious.
Don't get me started when Pika did.
Hey,
don't make fun of my voice.
When we first saw Queen enter the scene, like with the zoom dance, that shit was fire. And, I still got that in my head. Zoom.
The man does know how to entertain. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd go to a Queen party. He looks like he throws down, dude.
Oh, for sure. I'd go to a Queen party. No
sake
joke.
would be flowing.
Yes.
I wouldn't go if King was there, bro. That dude just ruins the vibes for me. So yeah.
He's that like one weird emo kid that sits in the corner and doesn't dance with anybody.
And just stares at you the whole time.
Yep. He's just like staring everybody down.
Dude, like, I gotta go. My mom's calling me.
So
King scaring the hose.
Do you guys want to go into the scene with Osome, the geisha, or do you guys want to get to the fight first? I don't remember which order it went in. So
let's go fight first, and then we can get into Osome.
Yeah, the middle of it or something,
Yeah.
This fight was fucking gas. It was pure heat, dude. It was blue flame heat.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. I mean, our boy Sanji finally got on the front foot in this fight. He quit running around scared. Queen thought he was going to win because Sanji was acting weird, but he had some emotional things going on. But how One Piece is, it's really not about the fights, right? It's what our characters learn when they're fighting, which I think is a great thing about the show. Sometimes the choreography isn't great, but this is one of those fights where it was really, really, really good. Them going back and forth, Queen swinging around and Sanji, throwing his kicks around, and they're just going blow for blow. I loved it. The dialogue. Sanji laid down some real heater quotes here, and talking about his resolve and how he's going to use these unwanted powers to help his friends. And I think that's where he had to get mentally to be able to like overcome and get stronger and push beyond his limits or whatever you said, Tyler.
Surpass your limits.
Surpass your limits. Okay.
But I loved it. I loved that Queen was so confident until the very end. But, he may have been one of a great scientist and all. But all I'm gonna say is we gotta let Sanji cook. And he cooked, bro.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I mean, not even Sanji. I mean, Nakamura, who directed this episode, and Nishida, who was the art director, they fucking cooked. Holy shit, man!
Oh yes,
we knew it was gonna be a banger. So
yeah, I mean, I think in Japan, it's been held as one of the best, anime fights of all time, and then they were even showing it in theaters. Just this episode in theaters over in Japan.
Did you see how they were hyping it up with like UFC style fight posters out there?
Yes, I did. It was fucking awesome, dude.
Dude.
I'm so jealous. I'm so fucking jealous.
The problem with an episode like this is that we can't even put words to how good the animation and the action was. Because like, I mean, I was speechless watching. I was like, oh my God, they really brought it. And it's absolutely incredible. Like, if you're not watching One Piece, just go on YouTube and find the scene from this. Because it was like, I mean, we all talk about Demon Slayer fights being so well animated and Chainsaw Man and everything like that. But this was just like,
it was really
perfection, dude.
Yeah,
and
it was really top tier.
The crazy thing is we're going to get even better animation on 1063 when we see Zoro versus King, which is going to blow my mind.
Let's fucking go.
We are entering like the greatest
Final.
stretch of One Piece animation to ever exist, and buckle your fucking seatbelts, folks, because without spoilers, what's coming
it's wild.
It's gonna fucking blow Ruda's mind, and they're gonna put some fucking money down on animating these next upcoming episodes. So buckle your seatbelts, folks.
All I'm saying is if the number 3 of the Straw Hats gets this treatment, think about what the number 2 and number 1 gonna get. They're gonna get it.
Oh, for sure.
Number 4.
You still have him as number 4 after today?
Jimbei, dude.
Oh my God. You wasn't saying that on Twitter. You was talking real light.
Man.
I'm talking bounties, brother.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
To our audience, I tried to get him mixed up with somebody on Twitter who was talking about Sanji was number 3, and Dan's talking about, oh yeah, he's number 3 in the pecking order.
Nah,
stand on your feet, dog. Stand up.
I'm gonna have to go just find the One Piece bounty list where they are currently.
Hey, but speaking of this fight scene, like I really loved that they went away from like the aura,
Yes,
like
that
all
was
the
nice.
auras. We didn't get that, but we got like a weird scene. I don't even know how to describe it when Sanji delivered his last kick. Do y'all remember that?
Like the distorted lines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We've
Did y'all
seen that.
enjoy that?
I don't
I
like
love
it
that.
when. Oh,
Yeah.
really? You like that? I didn't like it.
I did too. So,
what did you not like about it?
I don't know. It seems they've been overusing it lately. I think it would have fit that moment if they just weren't using it on the rooftop so much. They were using it like every episode.
It's the same art director. That's why.
I get that.
Yeah.
But overuse. I mean, I just thought it was overused. I'm starting to believe it's overused. That was going to be my only gripe about this entire episode. But I mean, overall, it looked
they
great.
used something though to make people know that was the kick. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
They had to use something different, or something more than just normal shit.
Very
and they
true.
went away from auras, so I was happy.
Hey,
about
I'm
that.
happy with that. Yes, I really have nothing hard negative to say. That's just one thing I noticed that I was like kind of like compared to everything else that happened in this episode. But then again, this episode is one of the best anime episodes I've ever watched. You know what I'm saying? As far as fights go, so that's saying something.
I'm just excited to I'm sure somebody will have it up pretty soon or whatever. The whole fight scene and the whole Sanji Queen fight, interrupted, just fight, on YouTube. I'm excited to, see somebody, work on that and put that up. That way I can go back and watch the whole thing from, start to finish all at once. And that's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, and one thing you got to think about too with the lack of auras is the fact that Sanji doesn't have Conqueror's Haki.
Very true.
Because when we see the auras with Zoro, it's his Haki, and the same thing with Luffy. So like he doesn't have Conqueror's Haki; he's just got Fire Feet.
But they could have added it somehow, and I'm glad they didn't. So.
He's out here like Shinra from fucking Fire Force, dude.
But before the final like big kick, we got to see some flashbacks to some of the crew and the moments they've been through. And one crew member we saw, which really got me excited, was the Going Merry, our fallen girl there. Did that pull any heartstrings with you guys?
Yeah,
it always does, dude.
Yeah, that was fucking dope, dog.
I honestly think that I was more into the fact that they had Zeph there to really
get home for Sanji,
parallel the Judge, and Vin Smoke Hole and Jeremy 60 or Double Six, whatever you want to call it, influence on his life, and it brought like the good parallel right there, and they did a really good job with that and showing the entire crew and the old Going Mary. 4,000 Sunny got left out.
Yeah, she's
that
new.
was.
It's
I mean, Going Mary, man, that was her ship, bro. That was her ship. She was one of us.
You know, she couldn't take him the whole way, but that's the One Piece ship we'll always remember over the 1,000 Sunny, I believe. But yeah, no, it was nice because Sanji was like, you know what, it's not just me out here. I'm fighting for all these people and their hopes and dreams too. And it really just brought everything home for him. So he could deliver that final blow. His resolve was on 1,000,000.
Speaking of like, y'all want to get into Chuji and Osami?
Oh yeah, we still got to talk about them. Yeah.
The lightning round.
We gotta clear up Sanji's rep, bro.
We gotta clear my man's name right quick. Yeah.
We gotta let him know.
We're gonna take our time on this one. Dan's looking crazy. Go ahead, Dan.
So basically what happens is we kind of get a little, I don't want to call it a flashback because it was the last episode, but the scene where Sanji allegedly struck the geisha Osame. It turns out that old Queen here has stealth abilities and can go invisible, which is fucking cool. Yeah. But basically, he's had a massive crush on Osame ever since old
Komurasaki.
Old Komurasaki was offed, and he's been crushing on her heavy, trying to pick up that chick, and he's got no riz.
So he's riskless.
She just keeps saying she's busy and hiding, and everybody's like vouching for her and stuff.
That shit was funny because he said like she turned him down like dozens of times, which is crazy. My man's got some iron will, bro. My confidence would have been shot after maybe the second or third time. My man is relentless.
Wouldn't turn down Queen, dude.
Yeah, that's fair.
Queen got that confidence, bro. He ain't losing none. He's just gonna keep on going.
But basically, it turns out that he's the one who's, hit her and was calling it like divine punishment because she turned him down, which was some fucked up shit.
Yeah, he's on some weird shit with the divine punishment.
So there you have it. Sanji did not hit a woman. He never will. Period.
Yeah, I think that was I needed that. I needed that because that's like so against his character and everything he believes. And they really did have me thinking he hit her in like his fit of like I'm not gonna call it rage, like confusion, discombobulation. So it was nice that they cleared that up, cleared my man's name. Beautiful.
I believed in him from the beginning, bro. I believed in him. I was like, I didn't see it happen. It probably didn't happen. So
me and Tyler are sitting there. We read the manga.
Yeah.
Yup. Son of a bitch. I didn't believe it.
I knew for a fact. I knew for a fact. I only read this a year ago. It's all blurry.
God bless.
Awesome. Well, if you guys haven't checked out that episode of One Piece, just do it for the fight, bro. Like, just do it for the fight. It was so fucking good.
Oh, by the way, unfortunately, next week we have a recap episode before we get into, Zoro's big episode. Sad.
We got to give him 2 weeks to animate some pure gasoline.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited, boys. I'm excited.
I'm really excited. Are we going to talk about the recap episode, or are we just going to skip over it?
I don't think we do recap episodes around here.
Good.
Yeah. Good. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, yeah. We'll make it up to y'all the week after because that shit's gonna be like insane.
Yeah, you're gonna get a 30-minute episode talking about our 1063.
Do not tell me that's the week you're gonna be gone.
It is the week I'm gonna be gone, dude.
Oh
you're
no!
Gonna miss out on this fire ass.
I'm gonna watch it.
But no.
Yeah, unfortunately, I will be picking up a camper in Washington State, so I will not be anywhere near a computer.
GG's. I guess it'll
we'll
just
talk
be
about it
me
when
and
you get
Bass
back.
talking about fire content.
Yeah.